marked twice from three-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points he can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
And on the floor for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half, we've got Len. Matthews out there at Bledsoe. Then there's Warren, and it's Brady in at the four-man position. Here's Thompson after Eric Bledsoe's score. Thompson with the bucket.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Brady. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Fresh. He's guarded by Thomas. The shot's good from Fresh.
Well, he had that height separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
He dishes it to Barnes. Now the pass to Fresh. Another three for Golden State.
And the shots continue to fall as they try to put this thing away.
Yeah, big run here, and they've got their opponents in the rearview mirror.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that will call farm assist of the game.
Well, it was a great look, and it set up a three-point basket. He scanned the perimeter, found his teammate in space, and put the pass right on the money. Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for the Warriors.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
This is really going to be a good win. They've proven they know how to attack this team, and I think it's important to establish that against a conference opponent.
I agree, because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to see them that often.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Fresh. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him.
Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Azealia is out there with Green, and it's Fresh in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State. From deep. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Berg, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Fresh. The Jazz look to take charge at Energy Solutions Arena here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're going to bring it to you live. The Utah Jazz coming to this one following a loss to Sacramento. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher mentally and physically if you're going to win on the road.
We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Ezeli is out there with Draymond Green, and it's fresh in at the point guard position. Now here's Exum. Just 5 to shoot. The little runner inside. And it's Golden State's ball. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And their energy level at the defensive end was fantastic in that game, guys. They made finding an open shot very difficult in half-court situations.
And I thought, Steve, they excelled in transition defense as well. The energy level you talked about was obvious in that part of the game, too.
Pass to Osborne. With 4 seconds on the clock, stolen by Thompson. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors lead.
This Saturday, November 11th, Dante Exum and the Utah Jazz go up against Blake Griffin and the Los Angeles Clippers. Don't miss it.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Pretty impressive quarter for this club, showing great confidence in their ability to come out and play well.
Steve, I agree. I mean, they've been the more aggressive team early on, and it shows.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Vucevic, and it's Hood in at the small forward. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. .26 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Now you gotta love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Warriors on D. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Now Burke. Picked by Vucevic. Rebound by Fresh.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Here's Burke. The shot no good. And we've reached halftime in this one. Warriors ahead, up 7. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. You look at Fresh, what a contribution.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
Fresh setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Green is out there with Festus Ezeli, and it's Fresh in at the 1 spot. Exum with it. The pass to Osborne. Inside to Vucevic. Passes it to Osborne. Just 2 to shoot.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Gets it to fall in the bucket from Fresh.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Pass to Exum. Misses there. In a moment now as we take a look at our Farm assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game. And now just watching the clock wind down and what will turn out to be a win here for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And tonight they took the time they needed. Made the plays they had to when they had to, and that's why they're going up 1-0 in their 3-game season series against the Jazz.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Fresh. Every time he shot it seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Then it's Exum, and it's Vucevic. That's the group right now for Utah. Fresh, the pass to Barnes. Golden State moving it around. It's Thompson off the drive, and the shot is good.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
Here's Burke. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And that one falls for Burke. And the Jazz making a change here.
At the line for 2.
Burke hits them both. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Here's Fresh. It's in.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Fresh.